StrayAllDay.com.
What's going on, YouTubers? This is Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Just wanted to come to y'all real quick and share with y'all some updates and some changes we're going to make over here on YouTube. To, in full transparency, YouTube has not had my attention for the last several years. I've been focusing on a bunch of other things like Work on Your Game University, coaching programs, and other stuff that I've been doing. You're familiar with my work, you might know about that. Some of you might not have seen my stuff, and I know that the algorithm hasn't been kind to whatever we've been doing over here on YouTube. Because again, as I said, it hasn't had my attention. But moving forward, it is going to start to get my attention. I'm going to put out some different types of content. The material, as far as like the subject matters, are not really, I don't think, really going to change. We'll see. I mean, they'll change as necessary as I get more focused on what's going on over here on YouTube. I do want to start bringing in some interviews. I want to interview people. I've always wanted to do some interviews somewhere on some platform. I was thinking about doing it on my podcast, but I want to keep the podcast as it is, which is just me solo. So those of you like listening to, or I guess some of you have been watching the Work on Your Game podcast, what I would urge you to do is to go to Apple or Spotify. The link is workonyourgamepodcast.com. I'll put it down in the description to this video. Workonyourgamepodcast.com. There you can pick your favorite podcasting application, whether it's SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, Google Play, Overcast, whichever one you prefer, and listen to the podcast there. The audio episodes come out way before the video episodes anyway. So if you've been watching the videos on YouTube, you're already like 6 months behind from when the episode actually came out. So we're way ahead on the audio than the video. So make sure you go to workonyourgamepodcast.com. That's where you can catch all the podcast episodes in audio format. 98% of our audience for audio comes through for the podcast comes through audio, and Work on Your Game podcast is doing great. We did over 2 million listens last year. We'll probably get somewhere around that neighborhood. The way we're tracking so far, somewhere in that neighborhood this year. Hopefully we do better, but we're right around that pace right now. Maybe a little bit slower, but about 2 million listens per year. Now that's the Work on Your Game podcast. Now, as far as the interviews, I want to start doing some interviews on video with some people who I know of, people I respect, people who are out there doing their thing, really about just how they developed their game and how they got to the position that they're in whether it's in business and sports or just in life, period. Those will be coming soon. I haven't started scheduling those yet, but I already got in mind a few people who I want to talk to. So that's coming soon. So that will be a way that I can start collaborating and bringing in certain people. And it's not necessarily going to be somebody who's an influencer, so to speak, who has a bunch of followers. It'll be people who actually I can extract some game from them, whether they are known on the internet or not. These might be people who don't have a big following on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that, but they're making things happen in business. And I think you can learn something from them, even if it's not how to be a YouTuber or an Instagram or a TikToker. Because I think many of you want to do something other than just that. Maybe that can be supplemental. So that's something that's going to be coming forward and moving forward. Also, I already told you about the podcast. We're not going to be putting those episodes public on YouTube moving forward anymore, because simply the algorithm is not rewarding that. Algorithm doesn't like that stuff. So since I've been looking at it over the last few days, I see it doesn't really like when we do those. So we're not going to be doing them here anymore, even though I know some of you like it. Get the audio version. As far as the videos, I still will be doing videos. They'll probably be they'll be different format videos. I might do videos like this one where I'm just sitting here in my office, just talking to you all like this. And also the videos when I'm in the car, algorithm seems to like those. The ones that I do have that have done okay seem to be ones when I'm driving, but I'm not always driving. I don't even drive that often. But when I do drive, I do usually make a video or two. So those will still be coming out. And then there'll be some other ones that is more like a consistent format that I can do all the time, because I don't drive to work. So it's not like I have a consistent driving schedule to where I know I'll always be making the video. So those are the updates and the things that you can look out for coming here on this channel. We're going to get this channel up to speed and where it needs to be with, where everything is as far as YouTube and what YouTube likes and algorithms, and know what people like yourselves like, because I already know through the books that I write, through Work on Your Game University, the text messages I send out, the people that I coach, through all the other stuff we got going on, the podcast and all that, that the material that comes out of Work on Your Game is valuable. It's just that the format and the way that we've been putting it out here on YouTube is not conducive to reaching the maximum audience. So we got to change up the way that we're doing it to make it work. And I've seen people over the years, people have left comments like, Dre, your video's not really getting traction the way it should, even though you got good material. So maybe you should do something different. And I've seen those comments. So any of you who's left those comments, I've seen them. And again, as I said, YouTube just did not have my attention because I was focusing on other things. So I'm still focusing on some other things, but YouTube is going to get attention from the good folks that work on your game moving forward. That's why if you don't see the podcast episodes here anymore, that's the reason why. So any of you who's been wondering, hey, Dre, where's the episodes that you've been usually putting out? That's why they're not here. So go to the link. I'll put it down in the description, workonyourgamepodcast.com. And moving forward, that's where the audio episodes will be. And then as far as the video format content, that'll be coming soon. I'll probably make something today just to try something out. And we're getting some people that are going to be on this job aside from myself, because I'm not going to be focused 100% on YouTube. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be focused on Work on Your Game University. That is my main focus. YouTube is going to be a piece of it. That's part of our marketing. Is going to help drive people into the university. That's where all my coaching and stuff happens, in case any of you didn't know. And you also got my daily motivation text that I send out for free to everybody who's in the text community. I know a bunch of you found me through YouTube. So YouTube is still a viable place to be. We just got to make sure we're doing it the way that is conducive to what YouTube wants. So it's not about it right or wrong. It's about this is what YouTube wants. So we just got to play the game. So that's where we're at right now. So any of you wondering or want to know what's up or what's happening or why, now you know, you heard it straight from me. And that's that. We'll be seeing you all soon. Work on your game.